Hello, welcome back to the run. My name is Beast, and today we're back with Tsukasa-Route of IroSekai. Yeah, we'll be starting this route. I was actually considering not recording today, so you, essentially, because I'm not gonna be recording for too long today. I have a shift tomorrow, so I have to get up early. So I didn't want to risk. So I don't want to record for too long, meaning that I have to end it early if I record today. So I was considering, you know what, maybe I just don't record today, because then people, instead of getting a short taste of Tsukasa-Route, then have to wait a day to get more. And I thought it would be more, quote unquote, bearable to just not get a video today and then get a long video on Thursday, recorded on Thursday, it's uploaded on Saturday. You know how you know how my fucking schedule works at this point. Quite frankly, I'd be worried if you don't. On part 16, that's at the very least 2 weeks worth. Anyways, there's someone that I, Tobi Tsukasa, hold very near and dear to my heart. Well, we're in Tsukasa's head right now. This person saved me. They treated me with such kindness. I loved them so much. You're the one who is suffering and going through hardship, and I will be the one to save you, I swear on it. So please just hang in there a short while longer, until all my hard work pays off and makes its way back to you. To express my gratitude, wind beneath my wings. By the way, I just want to talk about something real quick. I've now gone the bastard path of deck building in Master Duel. Namely, it's a labyrinth deck with Waking the Dragon. So essentially, whoever I'm dueling, if they ever just decide, haha, I have the Harpy's Feather Duster, you cannot harm me now. Uses it, pops on my back row, activates Waking the Dragon, fucking Last Soldier from Earth, Last Soldier on Earth, or whatever it's fucking called. Actually, no, fucking curious. The Last Warrior from Another Planet. That's the fucking name. And in case you don't know who the Last Warrior from Another Planet is, it is an ancient card at this point, like from the fucking era of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where they just decided, hey, you need 2 specific materials for fusions. And it's just, if this card is special summon, destroy all other monsters you control. Neither player can summon monsters. When did it come out, actually? When did it come out? Come on. There we go. Sets. The original Labyrinth of Nightmare in 2003. And it's a fucking UR in there. fucking wild. Such a shit card when it first came out. Now it's just like, you want to teach something out of the deck with Waking the Dragon? There you go. There's a certain Midsummer's Day. I've been lazing in my room since morning, doing nothing much particular, when Shinku suddenly came forth with a suggestion. What do you have in mind? I said to her, inquiring further.
トランプとか将棋とかオセロとかチェスとかそんなとこ。ずっと一日話をするのもいいけれど、時にはそんなのもいいだろ。
Yeah, I guess that wouldn't be too bad. I reply, heaving my body up. Following that, I head out to town to find ourselves one of such games. Actually, wait a second. She mentioned cards, shogi, Othello, chess. I can't remember. Is Shinku able to touch things other than me? Same time, as that related question crosses my mind, I exit my flashback and begin to process the sight before me. Why am I worried? Are you kidding me? I sigh inwardly. Why is Tsukasa doing this again? Just why? She stands in the middle of the street, placard in one hand, calling out again and again in a sheepish voice, only 100 yen. For whatever reason, she's wearing a uniform despite it being summer vacation. Needless to say, as the passers-by eye her with extreme pity, all the passers-by eye her with extreme pity as they quickly hurry on their way. Oh, it's Tsukasa. You don't suppose she started up her shoulder massage business again, do you?
みたいだな。今度は前回ユーマに注意されたのを守ったんだろうな。看板に肩たたき1回100円って文字が追加されてるよ。
Yeah.
だけどさ、ユーマ、あの子は夏目すずに雇われてるんじゃなかったっけ？ユーマの緊急連絡係だとか、そんな感じで。違ったかな？
Nah, you're right. At least I think she was serious when she said that. Also, I know for a fact that I gave her a job to do as well. So she really should have no need whatsoever to be doing this any longer.
ユーマの依頼って何だったっけ？
I asked her to find Suzu's weakness. Then again, I was half joking when I said that, so it's probably no wonder that she ignored me. Anyhow, we need to put an end to this. I jog up to her. Tsukasa. Welcome. So I was right, you are offering shoulder massages again.
私の1回100円の指先で街中の皆様を少しでも癒して回れればと、そう思いまして。
I see. A taste of heaven, she says. With her fingers. For 100 yen. What am I supposed to say to that? I appreciate her work ethic, but are much safer things she could and ought to be doing. So you wanted to help the townspeople offering a shoulder massage service?
はい、そうなのです。日頃の疲れをパリッと解消していただこうと思うのです。ついでに私のお財布も潤って一石二鳥の大バーゲンなのです。
She waves her purse to and fro, the excessive amount of change inside clinking as she does so. Bargain price?
はい、お得なバーゲンセールなのです。
I might need to spend some time with Tsukasa working on her vocabulary. Right, I get it. Well, I think your heart is in the right place, and I commend your enthusiasm doing this. But why are you in your uniform? Why are you in your uniform? Give the surrounding area a quick scan. This isn't exactly the most appropriate place for a school student to be selling a commercial service.
それはもちろん、これが私に与えられた唯一無二の戦闘服ですので。
Combi uniform? Who or what are you supposed to be fighting against? Why does that question confuse her? Anyway, Tsukasa, I hate to have to say this, but it's something I absolutely have to say, so please understand.
はい、何でしょうか。
I don't think you should be doing these sorts of things.
それはどうしてなのですか？
Why? Well, I mean, she has a sudden revelation.
もしかして私はまた何かを間違えてしまっているのでしょうか。
She eyes her handmade sign and placard
以
worryingly.
前にお兄さんからいただいた助言の通りに肩たたき1回100円と わかりやすく変容してはいるつもりだったのですが、ですが、なるほど。私がこの場所で人並みにお仕事させていただけるには、それだけではまだ足りない何かがあるのですね。
No, it was just... Wait, what?
どんなに声をかけても誰にも近寄ってさえもらえないどころか、むしろ逃げられちゃったりもするのは、今の私になんかは計り知ることのできない深く複雑なわけがあったのですね。
She folds her arms and nods to herself in contemplative understanding.
もっと私はお仕事についてお勉強していかなければならないのです。
Tsukasa, that's not what I was trying to...
はい、何でしょうか、お兄さん。
Right. I just wanted her to inform that all of her pre-notions about anything and everything were ever so slightly off, but I can't bring myself to tell her this. I mean, she's worked so earnestly. If I don't do all her effort by telling her she's going about it the wrong way, doesn't that make me kind of a monster? No, that's the right thing to do in this situation. Although the alternative means turning a blind eye to this problematic situation, which isn't exactly a charitable thing to do either. So be it. I'll just have to try and persuade her as delicately as possible. She needs to implicitly understand my point from what I say. So I begin to think of how I'll pad my words in order to lessen the damage. However, my thinking leads me nowhere, so I end up awkwardly standing there in complete silence.
お兄さん?
Her tone is anxious.
もしかすると、私はまた何か間違ってしまっているのでしょうか。そしてまさか、また私はお兄さんに何か多大なるご迷惑をおかけしてしまっているのでしょうか。
What? Something about the very genuine worry in her eyes just makes me feel sad. Oh, no, it didn't cause me any trouble at all. I'm just worried about you, plain and simple.
心配なのですか?
Yeah. I mean, you're clearly working hard. Really hard. So I was just wondering if maybe there was some other options out there that you know, would get you the results you're looking for. My vague responses are only making the situation infinitely worse. You saw it's causing special softness soon enough as though reacting to a bright light. Averting my eyes half out of guilt and half out of embarrassment when I speak. Speaking of which, what about Suzu? If you need money, why not ask her for more work?
お姉さんは今朝お仕事に出かけられましたのです。
Huh? Oh, interesting. Now I remember. Some sort of turmoil had apparently arisen in a tiny country far, far away, and Suzu said she would be leaving early this morning to venture there and sort things out. Managing her schedule happens to be my responsibility, so needless to say, I knew about this well in advance. So for whatever reason, it had completely slipped my mind until Tsukasa made mention of it just a moment ago. I hate that but I suppose that is a bit insensitive of me. Memory problems are so bad sometimes, it's just downright depressing. Well, moving along. So she's currently away and won't be back for some time.
はい、そうなのです。それも、いつご帰宅になるのかもわからないと、そういうことなのでした。
Makes sense. Judging from the fact that she went on this journey solo without me, I imagine it'd be a fairly high-risk job. Mere apprentices such as myself would more than likely only be a hindrance to her. The place you set it to isn't exactly the kind of place you can make a round trip to in a single day. To say nothing of the difficulty of the job itself, I'd wager that we probably won't see her for a couple of days. And the way you need money. That's why you're out here trying to sell shoulder massages.
はい。それはそうなのです。
Fidgeting, she continued.
私、これを機に一人でもちゃんと頑張れる場所を獲得しておかないといけないかなと、そう思った次第でありまして。
It has to be something you do by yourself.
はいなのです。自分のことは自分でしっかりできなければいけませんので。
What do you mean?
あんまりお兄さんやお姉さんに頼ってばかりではいけないのです。自分のことは自分でしっかりとなのですよ。
I see.
なのでこれは自力にていろいろな筋での収入源を獲得しておかないとそう考えた次第なのであります。はい。
Streams of revenue, you say?
はい。頑張れる場所が多ければ多いだけ私は幸せにな
She beams, holding up her hands and balling them into fists.
私はもっともっとたくさん頑張りたいのです。
Right. Although I nod, I still can't help but wonder why. I actually insist upon working hard at earning money. Anyways, what's the amount Suzu already gave you not enough?
はい、お恥ずかしながらなのです。毎月お金を納めなければならないお方が私にはいらっしゃいまして。
Okay, monthly. There must be some sort of burdening situation. Are you able to tell me the exact amount you need this month? If payments are monthly, then I imagine it's a fixed amount month to month, right?
いえ、今月はそういうわけではありません。なぜだかちょっとお安いのです。
Oh, really?
はい、それでも確かに肩たたきでは到底追いつくことのできない額ではありますが。
She lets out a weak giggle as she smiles
そ
ruefully.
して今回で最後なのです。先方様へのお支払いは。
Oh, is that right?
はい、そうなのです。これを乗り切ることができればきっと。
Her eyes then squint as she seems to look far off. She seems to look off somewhere far in the distance. There has to be a reason for all this. Whatever it is, it seems complicated. Well, I'm not familiar with the situation, but I know you've been working really hard, Tsukasa.
いえいえ、そんな、私はほとんど何もできていないのです
She
よ。
raised her hands in front of her face, flustered.
私に課せられていたお支払いの義務期間は3ヶ月でした。その1ヶ月目は右も左も分からずただ泣いてばかりだった私を管理人様が助けてくださったおかげで無事に乗り切ることができました。
Oh, is that what happened? So she stepped in and helped her.
はい、なので管理人様はもう私にとって仏様なのです。
She places her hands together in reverence.
そして2ヶ月目を乗り越えられたのはお兄さんとお姉さんのおかげでございました。感謝なのですよ。
She grins at
その
me.
ようにして私はずっと皆さんの手を煩わせてばかりでご迷惑ばかりをいつまでも無遠慮に積み重ねていく始末なので最後の1ヶ月くらい自分でしっかり稼がないとそう思うわけでして。
I wanted to check then say that none of us ever felt like she was taking advantage of us. So you said this month is the last of it, right? Last of her having to scrounge together money in order to send off to this certain someone.
はい、そうなのです。だから私は全速力で頑張りたくって、そして欲張りですけれど、その私の頑張りでたくさんの人が笑顔になってくれればなってそう思ったわけで。
Hence, the shoulder massages. Makes sense now. Such a good, kind-hearted person, truly and honestly. I really do admire you. It's amazing how hard you work in order to bring happiness to others. Maybe that's why I feel such a strong desire to help her accomplish this. I have a question though. If you get through this last month, will you be free? If you accrue enough money this month, drawer 11 was it? Anyway, you would send the money through the cabinet in Amanda's office, your debt would be cleared and you'd be a free person, is that right?
自由と言ってしまうとなんだか変な感じなのですが、そういうことになるかもしれないのです。
Okay. For this month, we've got a little under 2 weeks left.
はい、その日までに必要な額を集めたいのです。私の頑張りを形にしたいのです。
I understand that now. Honestly, I think I may just have to lend you the money and...
行かないのです。
I should have known.
違う、それはですね、お兄さんの気持ちはとても嬉しいのですが、
She hangs her head as she fumbles for words.
ごめんなさいです。 お兄さん、親しいお方とのお金の貸し借りはご法度だと言いますか。
Okay. That's what you decided upon for yourself, then I have little choice but to abide by it. Still, you need the money one way or another, right?
はい、そうなのです。
Even if the amount is lower than usual this month, though, it'll be hard to reach it with the way things are going. And although you're aware of that, you still want to work hard and try. Still charging 100 yen for a shoulder massage. For a price that low, I doubt you'd be able to reach the amount you'd need even if you worked every hour of every day.
でも、肩たたき気持ちいいのです。
Yeah, they do.
私の指先お買い得です。
He twirls his fingers at me. At 100 yen, I guess that is pretty hard to beat. I smile wryly in spite of myself. Isn't your top priority at the moment to earn enough money to pay that sum, though?
それは、はい、その通りなのです。私がこうして頑張った結果を待っていてくれる人がいるのです。
Huh?
その人のためにも頑張って頑張って頑張らないわけにはいかないんです。
Right. Just as I thought. Though I guess it is the natural conclusion. I can sense that this is something very serious given how fixated she is on earning the money.
それをできれば私は肩たたきで頑張れればなと思ってましたけれど、でも今はお兄さんがおっしゃるようにお金を集めることの方が大切で、でも私には肩たたきしかできることはなくて。
That can't be true. There has to be something else you can do, surely. Well, shoulder massages certainly have their place, but we need some that'll net you results first and foremost.
はい、そういうことになります。
She curls her hands into fists again.
さすがはお兄さんなのです。私のこんがらがってしまった胸の内をほぼ一瞬で見抜かれてしまいました。すごい。やっぱりすごいです。
Shut!
神様すご。
Please, Tsukasa, I'm begging you, do not talk so loudly and brazenly about women's breasts in the middle of a crowded area.
Oh.
She tilts her head. Everything I just said seems to have gone right over her head. Good grief, what will I do with her? She has a tendency to act for things which can create a few problems. I don't really know how to put it, but that may be exactly why I want to help you and watch over you. First of all, why don't we start searching for potential places where you can work and earn some money?
働ける場所なのですか？私はフリーの肩たたきなので、この場が私のお仕事場なのですが。
You're a what now? I can't help but chuckle a bit. What an amusing profession. Imagine putting that on a business card. So how do I explain this? Here, look. I survey the area. This is the middle of town. Could give shoulder massages here, sure. But I know we can find you some much more effective to do that would earn you much more money. Didn't you tell me once that you started out working in the that you started out working in the town bathhouse?
ああ、はい。そうなのです。私、頑張りました。
Right, so let's focus on finding a simple place where you can work.
でも、
She looks
大
anxious.
丈夫でしょうか。私、上手にできるかどうか不安なのです。私がこうしてフリーの肩たたきとしての道を選択したのには、他のお仕事が上手にできないと、銭湯での惨憺たる仕事ぶりで悟ったからというか。
Well, you won't know unless you try, will ya? The aim here is to challenge yourself. You'll never get anywhere unless you make that first step. Maybe the bathhouse just wasn't your thing, but there has to be somewhere out there where you can flourish. Heck, I could even see you becoming a mini celebrity amongst locals if you work at a place long enough.
でしょうか。
Come on, cheer up, kiddo. We'll look for a place that'll hire you together.
はい。
There seems to be a slight bit of lingering doubt, but after a few seconds she gives a small
わ
nod.
かりました。お兄さんが一緒してくださるなら、私、もう一度頑張ってみるのです。
We found a store willing to hire Tsukasa much quicker than I anticipated. It's the local bakery. And this'll be nice. You shop at this bakery quite often, don't you, Tsukasa? I explained Tsukasa's situation to the man inside, and at first he apologized and said that they weren't hiring at the moment, but after a bit of persuasion, managed to get her on for a single test day of sorts. Looks like they're gonna put you in charge of the register for a day. Tsukasa? Or Tsukasa, you okay? What's up? Those eyes of hers looking up at me from beneath her lashes are filled with anxiety. Yeah, you'll be fine. He seems like a nice, reasonable guy. Don't worry. Everything always seems scary at first. But once you try it, you'll realize it's not as bad as you made it out to be. She looks up and with tears welling up in her eyes. Tsukasa rarely ever cries, if at all. So this really must be causing her a lot of stress. Alright. How about we do this? Rest my hand on her head. Took a lot of convincing to get the baker to give you this job, but still. Can't exactly stay there with you the whole time and hold your hand. I promise I'll come pick you up. Come by once your shift is over and we can go back to the dorm together. If you mess up, you can talk to me about it. Or if you do a really good job and the baker praises you, you can stop and get something sweet to eat on the way back as a reward. Did you want to do your best? Of course, I'm not saying you have to push yourself beyond your limits. I mean, I personally believe that whenever you're dealing with something extremely tough that makes you want to just run away as fast as you can, it's okay to do that sometimes. But you said that you want to keep trying and working hard, man. You sounded serious when you said that. She really loves working hard, I think to myself. So go out there and do your best, Tsukasa. You're capable of much more than just shoulder massages. I'm sure your honest desire to work hard will transform and create a miracle. Just you wait. Move her head as I encourage her. Now that I think about it, that was a pretty embarrassing thing to say. Miracle? Jeez, I'm definitely exaggerating. She raises her fists in the air in her usual manner of saying, I'm ready to do my best. Yep. Break a leg. Don't overexert yourself, though. Yeah, it shows me that silly grin. Oh. He gives me a firm salute. With that, she dashes off towards the bakery. Wait for her as she goes. Huh? Why every once she reaches the bakery and puts her hand on the doorknob, she stops. Wonder what's wrong. She throws a glance back my way. I give her an nonchalant wave in response. Following that, she comes scurrying back to me. What's wrong? You forget something? She fidgets restlessly. She's fidgeting. Yeah, of course. I promise. Tsukasa? Sure, what's up? She gulps. Then her expression stiffens as she readies herself. Huh? Alright. find myself breaking into a smile at her adorable little request. You can do it. You can do it, Tsukasa. Her face expression relaxes. Can't wait to hear about all... I can't wait to hear all about how your day goes on the way home.
はい、私、パン屋さんにご迷惑をかけないよう、いっぱいいっぱい頑張ってくるのです。お兄さん、お待たせしました。
I pass the time in the bookshop that sits across the bakery. As I pass the time in the bookshop that sits across the bakery, I eventually hear a cheerful voice resounding from behind me. Oh, hey there. I put the magazine that I'd been standing around reading back on the wagon outside the store where I found it. So, how was work? Did it go well?
はいです。私は今日も頑張りました。
Great, proud of you, Tsukasa. I ruffle her hair a bit roughly.
くすぐったいのです。
She laughs like a small child at play. You're such a hard worker. I really am proud of you.
私、最初のパン屋さんでお店にご迷惑もかけず上手にやれたので、私、自信がついたのかもしれないのです。
That's great. You'll definitely need to say thank you to the baker for allowing you to work there.
はい。明日はまたそのパン屋さんでのお仕事なので、いっぱいいっぱいご恩返しのつもりで頑張ろうって思うのです。
Yep, that's the spirit. 1 week. Today marks 1 week since she began her new job. Once her initial day of work for the bakery ended, the baker spoke with the greengrocer next door, who spoke with the fishmonger, who then spoke with the butcher. Ultimately, they decided to have Tsukasa switch and work for a different store each day of the week. Now that 1 week has passed, she'll be going back to the bakery tomorrow. Alright. Ready to go home?
はい、了解なのです。ありがとうございます、お兄さん。
What for?
お兄さんのお迎え、私、とっても嬉しいのです。毎日毎日、私がお仕事終わるまで、こうしてここで待っていてくださって。
She's the working woman coming home to her husband right now. Well, yeah, I wouldn't break my promise to you.
はい。約束なのです。なんだか最近、お仕事終わりの時間が近づくと、ですね。
What's that?
待ち合わせのこの場所に、もうお兄さんは来てくれてるのかなとか、今日は帰り道でどんなお話ししようかなとか、そんなことばかり考えてしまいます。
Gives me a big smile.
なんだかそれが楽しくて、私どうしましょうって感じなのですよ。
Honestly, I feel like if she had a tail, it'd be wagging a mile a minute right now. The bizarre mental image of it is just so adorable that it caused me to spill a slight laugh. It almost struck me as a newborn puppy who'd gotten extremely attached to me.
どうかされましたか？お兄さん、なんだか嬉しそうです。
Nah, it's nothing. Well, shall we go home? Mio said she was going to make you something especially delicious for dinner tonight to fill you up with energy for another hard day of work tomorrow. So you have that to look for. Tsukasa. You sound worried as she's not following me. I turn around. She picked up the magazine I'd put down and is staring fixedly at it. What's the matter?
すごい!
Her eyes suddenly fly wide open.
さすがです、お兄さん。私はもう感服いたしましたのです。
Oh no, what magazine was it? What? Asked, puzzled whilst wondering whether the magazine I had been reading actually contained any pictures of Tsukasa's beloved big boobies. I'm fairly certain it was a magazine aimed at women, and the majority of the content was gossip stories and the
こ
like.
の表紙を飾る私と同じくらいの絶壁さ加減誇示する女の人のお胸をどのようにしてもみしだいたなら、巨大なおっぱいへとふくやかな変貌を遂げさせることができるのかを考えていらっしゃったのですね。
That actually hurt my nose a bit. Tsukasa, please, stop shouting.
この女の人は晴れて明日から巨大なおっぱいなのですね。羨ましいのです。
Why on earth does this girl get so energized at the topic of women's breasts?
お前との最初の出会い方に根本的な問題があるんじゃないかって思うぞ、私は。
Right, got a boobies thing. Well, I guess I read what you saw.
そうなのです。お兄さんはすごい人なのです。
Well, whatever. I'll just quietly pretend to never have heard anything. By the way, walk along the street side by side. Could you tell me how your work went today? Oh, how adorable. Just casual, not even mentioned. He begins to tell me about the things that happened while working at the stationery shop today. Wait, what? Didn't you say it was back to the... Oh no, tomorrow it's back to the bakery.
文房具屋さんではパン屋さんと同じく販売員としての業務に携わらせていただきました。
Oh yeah.
だけど午前中はお客さんが全然いらっしゃらなくて、私はただぼーっとお店のおじいさんとお茶を飲んでお話しさせてもらっていました。こんなことでお金をいただいていいのかなってそんな風に思っていたのですけれど、お昼になるともうとっても忙しくなったのです。近所に個人のお家を改装した市営の学習塾があるらしいのですが、そこの生徒さんたちが一斉にノートやら消しゴムやらを買いにやってきたのです。あれはないの？これはどこなの？どうしてそれは置いてないの？っていっぱい聞かれて、てんやわんやという感じなのでした。
That certainly sounds like a challenge. This is our daily routine. As Tsukasa and I walk home together, she tells me all about how her day at work went.
そしてお仕事の終わりにはお店のおじいさんにお疲れ様でしたとありがとうございましたの気持ちを込めて肩叩きをしてまいりました。
She wiggles her fingers gleefully. Oh, did you like it?
そうですね、喜んでいただけていたならいいのですが。
She couples her response with a wry
おじい
smile.
さんはまたしてくれと言ってくださいましたけど。
No more, he definitely loved it.
そうでしょうか。
Oh yeah, I know he did. I boast with confidence. Why? Because I do know. I've heard that Tsukasa gives shoulder massages to all of the managers as a token of her thanks when she finishes work for the day. Supposedly her shoulder massages are very popular as well. As a matter of fact, the baker even said that she was so good at that he wished he'd had one when she was in the streets offering them for 100 yen. Wouldn't doubt that some stores are hiring her solely so they can get one of those highly prized shoulder massages at the end of a long day of work. Built up an incredible reputation in just a week. That's seriously amazing.
何がでしょうか。
Just talking to myself. I flashed a smile at her. Anyhow, sounds like you worked really hard today.
はいなのです。見てくださいお兄さん、これが私の今日一日分の頑張りなのです。
He takes a manila and envelope out of her purse.
お給料なのです。
He hoists his high in the
これ
air.
さえあれば私は何でもできちゃうのです。
She beams with joy. Ooh. Give her a little round of applause.
恥ずかしいのです。
Her cheeks redden bashfully.
そうなのです。このお金でお兄さんに何か美味しいものを。
Thanks, Tsukasa, but no. Appreciate the sentiment, but you need to save that money. There's something important you need it for.
そうなのでした。でも私はお兄さんに何かお返ししたくて。
Why? I don't ever recall doing anything to deserve a gift from you.
そんなことはありません。こうして私が頑張れる場所をいただけたのはお兄さんのおかげなのですから。
Right. See, I guess I did help to an extent. But I don't need any sort of gift. Just being able to hear you talk so excitedly about how your day went is enough for me.
どうしてですか？
Good question. Why indeed? What to think?
to best describe this? I guess because it puts me in a good mood.
元気にですか?
Yeah. When you're happy, I'm happy, so I don't need anything beyond that as thanks. He peers at me and up at me in silence. What is it?
いえ、やっぱりお兄さんはすごい人なのです。
Her mouth curves into a silly smile. Also, I don't know why the thought randomly came into mind that this man still has a sword in his room. Like, let's not forget, he took the sword from the fiend as payment, quote unquote, for the request. So this man just casually just has like a fucking old bloody sword sitting in his fucking room. And I don't know why that thought just randomly came over me. What I really said was that happy things make me happy. I scratch my head awkwardly, then move on. Anyway, you said you worked hard today?
はい。ほんの少しだけでも文房具屋さんのお役に立てたのなら、とっても嬉しいって思うのです。
How about this?
はい。
Want to get something sweet to eat on the way back? I'll pay. Think of it as a reward for all your hard work and effort today. We'll still need to have room in our stomachs for dinner, though, so only some small. But we can keep it a secret from the others. I thought for certain that she'd be thrilled, but all she does is purse her lips glumly. Huh? You don't want to?
いえ、そんなことはないのです。でも。
But?
はい。お兄さんは私にご馳走してくださるのに、私のお礼は受け取っていただけないとなんて。
Oh, I get it. Now that you mention it, I suppose I can't see why that might upset her.
私、お兄さんにお礼を受け取ってもらえるように頑張らないといけません。
Coupled with her usual I can do it as fists in the air pose, she gives a strong, determined nod. Just like that, the days flew by, until at long last, Tsukasa' final day of work came. According to her, after collecting her pay for the day, she'll have met the needed sum. I really worked hard, Tsukasa. Being able to come here every day and wait for her to finish really does make me happy. Initially, I'm glad that she's finally met her goal, though I still never did find out what she needs the money for. Well, that's fine. She managed to fulfill her wish of earning the amount for the final month through her own hard work, and I'm proud of her for that. Actually, I just realized you did just put the money into the cabinet. There was no conversion. Whoever got the money got yen, not the money from their dimension. So either the other dimension is so parallel to this one that it uses the same currency with like the exact same value, or something else is going on. And that's like ignoring the whole fact that we are essentially taking money out of the Japanese economy here, which is going to drive the value of the yen down, like up. Like it. Almost said it the wrong way. The yen is going to be worth more because there's going to be less of the yen around. Because, you know, apparently outrageous sums of yen have been sent to a parallel world. Anyways, after tomorrow, she'll be released from the shackles of her debt, and she'll finally be a free person. The thought of that just makes me want to congratulate her from the bottom of my heart. Maybe we could all out and eat somewhere to celebrate. Better, we could cook up a feast at the dorm. By the way, I'm looking forward to what happens after tomorrow. Incidentally, Tsukasa's final work day is at the bakery. Sure is taking her time though, waiting in front of the usual bookstore so we can go home together once she gets off. What time is it? So I could past 6 p.m. She's usually done by around 5. Even on days when she has to stay for a little longer, it never takes longer than 30 minutes for me to hear the light pitter-patter footsteps indicating her return. It's the first time she's ever been this late. Wonder what's up. Oh well, I can wait a little longer. If she still remains to be seen after that, I can go up to the bakery and take a peek inside. As I'm reaching my hand out to pick up another magazine to read, oh, aren't you Tsukasa's? A woman passing by calls out to me. Huh? Apparently, this lady is the wife of the greengrocer Tsukasa has worked for on several occasions. She curiously asks me what I'm doing, to which I respond that I'm waiting for Tsukasa. As way as she meets me once she gets off work. Oh, isn't that sweet? You two are so adorable, the woman remarked with a soft sigh and one hand on her cheek. Tsukasa and I aren't exactly. You know, that girl talks about you all the time. Huh? Her remark comes to so suddenly unexpectedly, like a bolt from the blue. She does? Oh, she does. She's always going on about how amazing you are, how much she loves you, how much she respects you, and so on. She says she's always wanted a big brother like you. Whenever she opens her mouth, it's always something about you, dear. She always speaks of you so proudly and happily, the woman concludes. Proudly. Though I must say, the woman continues with a sigh. And I can understand why you would be as a young man, but it's a little hard for me to approve of the girl's fixation on breasts. Huh? With one last sigh, musing about how lovely it is to be young and in love, the woman walks off. Yeah, he probably is known as the town boob fiend now. Well, first of all, I need to caution Tsukasa not to talk about women's breasts around other people. Actually, wait. She said I'm amazing, that she respects me, that she loves me. Well, Tsukasa always praised me to no end when I'm around her. I shouldn't be particularly surprised when she boasts about my greatness to others as well, yet thinking about it for someone else feels kind of weird. Without describe it. It delights me in a way that I feel when she tells these things to me directly. Man, it was bad. It's plain to tell she'd done a great job since this was the last day and everything. It's a goodie though that I wonder if I'll actually be able to speak to her normally when she comes. 30 minutes later. Fine Tsukasa appears. Hey. Put the magazine in my handbag where I found it. Alright, let's go. Yeah, they kept you pretty long today, huh?
今日もお迎え願えて、その光栄の至りというか。
She then holds her tongue and falls into silence. What's wrong with her? Huh? She looks a bit sick from what I can see. What's wrong, kiddo? You don't look so hot. Is everything alright? Today was her final day of work. She's never had any issues thus far. What could it possibly be? Maybe on her last day she made some sort of grave blunder, like she was afraid what would happen all along. And then Bake had to give her a harsh scolding. I think of the possibility of feeling sharp pain in my chest. She's been working so hard. She's working so hard to make all those people happy, as well as the specific person who's waiting on her. But even that wasn't enough. It wasn't enough to stop her from making a single mistake on her final day that made her all of her hard work and effort for naught. It would be absolutely devastating. Continue walking, but Tsukasa does not utter a single word to me. Normally she would be running her mouth off, going on and on about how hard she worked and how happy she was, and so on and so forth. Her gait is slow as this dark, gloomy aura seems to emanate from her. Tsukasa? Maybe she really did make some fatal mistake. Could it be a different reason entirely? I know nothing, but whatever the case, she is very noticeably feeling down. Anyhow, one of us is going to have to break the silence. That's what I believe, so I should say something. So Tsukasa, how was your day? You've saved up all the money you need now, so I guess that means you won't be working tomorrow. Why don't we go out and do something together to celebrate? No reply. Don't be discouraged to keep talking. Don't worry about paying, I'll cover. Huh? She sidelong glanced at Tsukasa only to realize she isn't there. Tsukasa? Turn around and spot her crouched down in a slight distance behind me. What's the matter? Trot over to where she is. Everything alright? Her tiny body trembles as she stares down at the ground, hoping to mask the expression on her face. Wait, is she crying? Search her mind for the right words. Anything at all to say to her right now to lift her sunken mood. Tsukasa, I don't know what happened. Please don't cry. Everyone makes mistakes. So. A faint noise spills out. Huh? She repeats herself, nervously interrupting me. Her voice quivers. but she looks at me, she looks up at me, body shaking. Oh.
おトイレ
Her face is pale, worryingly so. Say what?
私おトイレ行きたいのですお兄さんずっと今日半日くらいずっと我慢してて
Half the day? Oh, right. Well then. So, you weren't crying.
今まさに泣きそうなのです私
Okay, so that wasn't my imagination? See, you weren't upset because you caused some sort of accident at work or something. She squeezed her eyes shut.
このままだと私は心に生涯消えないくらいの大きな失敗を刻んでしまいそうなのです
So you didn't have an accident at work. I'm about to have an accident here if you don't shut the fuck up. A cold sweat spreads across her colorless face.
こんな公の場で
Why didn't you go during work?
今日のパン屋さんは忙しくってお仕事中におトイレ行く暇もなかったのです
Why didn't you go after you were done with work? She relays her response to me frantically.
お仕事終わってすぐに肩たたきを依頼していただけましてでもその時からもう随分我慢をしていましてでも私の肩たたきを楽しみにしてくださっていたようでそんな幸せなお願いを断るわけにはいかないしそれに私の勝手で途中でごめんなさい今日はもうここまでですってやめちゃうわけにもいかず
Her shoulders filled with her voice is filled with agony.
ずっと我慢してて
Her tears slowly well up. The tears slowly well in her eyes. You could have just politely asked him to use the bathroom. It's not like he'd refuse to let you. Also, were you planning on stopping somewhere along the way so you could use the restroom?
そうなの恥ずかしくて言えないのです
Huh? What's embarrassing about it?
人様のお家でおトイレ
Can't understand girls' principles when it comes to these sort of things. But moving on.
お兄さん私もう限界なの
All right. So we need to get you to a bathroom ASAP. She nods frantically. I'll go ask someone if. So you don't have to. So put up with your put your embarrassment aside for now and use someone else's restroom. All right? She shakes her head.
恥ずかしいです
You don't have the luxury of being choosy right now. It's either this or I chuck you into the ocean. I scan the area. However, we're a fair distance away from many stores, and frankly, I'm not sure we'd make it in time. So, I think our only option is gonna be to make a beeline for the dorm. Rated once, Tsukasa? I take her by her arm to help her up.
無理です
She shakes her head, defeated.
出ません動けませんお腹痛くてもう全部限界なのですよ
She talks rapidly, not to despair, her face in a... How do I pronounce this? I guess that? Who fucking knows? Shape. Well, we can't just stay here.
私もうダメかもなのです
Is this or nothing? I'm sorry, you may not like this, but just hold on a bit longer for me. I nimbly lift her tiny curled up frame. Her body, pushed past its limits, reacts sensitively even to such a to such a tiny sensation.
お兄さん
I can tell from the way she's writhing around in my arms that she's in agony. Right now, there are numerous trifling concerns racing through my head right now. There are numerous trifling concerns racing through my head right now, but I do everything I can to not dwell on them. The dorms are right ahead, so just hold out a little longer for me. I run and run at full speed.
お兄さんもっとゆっくり
I hear her cry out with each heavy footstep.
そんなに
She grasps my chest for dear life.
もうです
We're almost there, just wait a little longer! The entrance to the dorm eventually comes into sight. The strength of the voice seems to be fading.
お兄さん私
I know we're almost there, I promise! I know that intense movement and vibrations only make it harder for her to hold it in. However, right now, the greater priority is getting her to the dorm as soon as possible. Alright, we're here! Just a couple seconds more, Tsukasa! I step over the threshold to the entrance in one long stride before reaching out my hand to open the door. It's okay, Tsukasa, we're here, so you don't have to— Wait, oh crap! That very moment, my foot gets caught on the step to the hallway and I lose my balance. Ah! A loud thump resounds. I manage to steady myself with my other foot and narrowly avoid falling. The dam has been broken. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, this is on public. Upon finishing my bath and stepping out of the dressing room, I found Tsukasa groveling on the ground before me. She's on her hands and knees, curled up like a tortoise. What exactly are you doing? Huh? She slams her forehead into the floor. Look, I'm over that. It never even bothered me that much in the first place. Her body seems to be shriveling up more and more by the second, so I reach out a hand to help her up, to which she deftly scuttles backwards, maintaining a prostrated position. What? How'd you even do that? You really don't need to do that. I'll just wash them and they'll be fine. You can wash away the piss, but you can't wash away the shame. She cries out in distress, fumbling over her words. Why specifically used cat litter? Fucking no. Ew. Imagine if I might just call it the part nasty little peepers. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, Harry! Whew. I don't quite think she's defecated herself this severely. She yells at the top of her lungs. Most of the other dorm residents seem to be out at the moment. Thank God for that. Look, I can't forgive you because I was never mad at you to begin with. Please lift your head. In these situations, it's better to just ask them to do something because that way it gets rid of their guilt. And it's a little hard for us to hold a conversation when you're on the floor like that.
でも私みたいなおしっこな子と一緒にいたらもしかしたらお兄さんまでもおしっこな人だと間違われてしまうかもです。
People as in who?
だから今後は私のようなおしっこちゃんとは関わらないどころかどうぞ盛大に無視していただければとそう思うわけでして。
By the way, I'm very happy that I don't have the R18 patch installed because this entire situation gives me a very bad feeling about the H scenes involving her. So yeah, anyway. She wants me to ignore her. As a matter of fact, I feel like she's the one ignoring just about everything I'm saying right now. I heave a sigh. Okay, so first of all, Tsukasa. Could you please stop repeating the word P? After getting her to raise her head, she slams it onto the floor once more. A loud thud resounds. Oh, she fucking knocked herself out. With a whimper, she keels over onto the floor. She must have hit her head way too hard. Honestly, why do you always end up hurting yourself like this? Smiling ruefully, I pick her up and carry her to her room.
お兄さん
I lay Tsukasa down in her bed and pull her covers over her. Right after I finish doing that, she opens her eyes.
ごめんなさいです。本当に申し訳ありませんでした。
Knocking herself unconscious seems to have allowed her to regain most of her composure.
また私はお兄さんにご迷惑をかけてしまいました。
You don't get to decide what troubles me! Well, see, that might actually be the way to handle her instead of being like, oh, I'm not troubled, just like, you don't get to decide what troubles me. Like, just be kind of aggressive about it, because I feel like she would actually accept it then. She speaks her words in a hushed murmur, complete contrast to the loud, bombastic tone she was using earlier.
どうしてこんなに私って子は人様に迷惑をおかけするような機能しか持ち合わせていないのでしょうか。もう嫌なのです。ほとほと自分が嫌になってしまうのです。
You think you're causing us trouble?
はい。
Her face closed over with gloom. Think. Personally speaking, I can't quite understand why Tsukasa thinks she's wronged me so horribly as to warrant this kind of self-derision. I can certainly see why she'd be a little hung up over today's incident, given what exactly she did. Still, though, that was an accident. I'm not about to get angry at her because of something beyond her control. In which case, if I myself don't feel victimized in any way, can you really consider this as her having caused me trouble? What do I say to her? Perfectly honest, I'm not sure.
私、ただいつもお兄さんに喜んでもらえればいいなって。それなのに、やることなすこと、空回りばっかりで嫌になるのです。
She retreats beneath her covers. Beneath her covers.
もう死にたい。
Just can't seem to grasp the definition of causing trouble. Whatever it is, though, it's enough to kill her spirits like... If it's enough to kill her spirits like this, then it can't be anything good.
それに私、男の人にあんな恥ずかしいことをしてもうお嫁さんになれないのです。
Time to pull out the chat, MC. Come on. You think so?
はい。こんなおしっこちゃんの私なんかきっと誰も好きになっていただけません。お兄さん、
Yeah?
お願いなのです。嫌わないでください。お兄さん、私のこと好きじゃなくて全然いいので、ただ嫌いにはならないでください。ごめんなさい。ああまでしておいてこんなこと言うの自分勝手だってことは分かっているのです。本来ならここで打ち首獄門の後、始終引き回しの刑に処されたところで た一つの不平をこぼす資格も私にはないのに、それだけの迷惑をお兄さんにかけてしまった私ですけれど、でもさっきは勢いでこれから私のことは無視してくださいってそう言っちゃいましたけど、だけどもしもお兄さんが本当に明日から何も話してくれなくなったら、嫌われてしまったら、私はこれから本当にどうしていいのかわからなくなってしまうのです。
So it's Tsukasa. I heard something kind of neat today.
何をでしょうか。
Apparently you've been saying some really nice things about me to all the townsfolk. Is that right? What was the lady said? Something about how amazing I am, I think?
はい、私お兄さんのこと本当にすごい人だと思うので、何せ私の命を救ってくださったのですから。だから商店街の人にいつも迎えに来てくれる男の人、司ちゃんの何なのと聞かれたら、
What you tell him?
はい、嘘偽りのない100の言葉でもってしてお兄さんの素晴らしさをお伝えしないとと、そう思って。
Oh, well, right, well, thanks for that, I guess. Still have a few qualms with what you told them about me, but for now I want you to know that I'm happy that you think so highly of me. Right, let's put aside the matter of her obsession with women's breasts. The lady also told me she heard you told them you loved me.
はい、そうなのです。皆さんが私と同じくらいお兄さんのこと大好きになってくれればいいなってそう思ったと言いますか。だって私はお兄さんのこと大好きで。
So you love me, I see. All of a sudden her face turns beet red.
あれ、
Her eyes flicker in surprise.
もしかして私とっても恥ずかしいこと言ってましたでしょうか。
Yeah, maybe.
ごめんなさい。また私はお兄さんにご迷惑を。私みたいなただ騒がしいだけの子に、それもおしっこまでついちゃったような私なんかに好きだと言われても気持ちが悪いだけなのですよね。だから私もうこれ以上お兄さんにご迷惑をおかけしないようにと。
Stop right there. Please don't say you're causing me trouble.
お兄さん、
Look, I want you to cause me trouble, Tsukasa. Like, not the peeing shit. Try to cut that out. She stares at me, mouth agape, as if to say she couldn't comprehend a single word of what I just said. I want you to rely on me. If you need money, tell me. If you're hungry, tell me, and I'll do something about it. I'll do anything. Anything you want to hear you say thank you to me. I'd rob a bank with a toy gun, sneak to the supermarket in the middle of the night, and steal all the food. The list goes on.
ダメなのです。そんなことをしては。
Yeah, you're right, I'm not. My point is, Tsukasa, if you don't come to see me when you need something or when you're suffering because of something, you might think of doing something wild and reckless out of a pure desire to help you. Yet, even when I ask you if you're okay, you'll outright deny me the ability to help you and insist upon solving all your problems yourself. If something like that happens, Tsukasa, then I'll be the one worrying endlessly over whether or not you hate me. I'm sorry, I know I'm a little extremely pushy in a lot of regards. But I'm only like that because I worry that you don't think I'm capable of helping you.
そんなことはないのです。頼りないだなんて、私がお兄さんを嫌うだなんて、そんなことは。
Oh, then don't sink into a pit of depression when you feel like you've troubled me in some way or another. Otherwise, you'll make me feel upset too.
それは。
If you don't absolutely insist upon getting so hung up over causing me trouble again and again, if you absolutely insist upon getting so hung up over causing me trouble again and again, then I have a countermeasure in mind.
それはどういうことなのでしょうか?
Every time the word trouble comes out of your mouth, I'll go out to the middle of town and shout at the top of my lungs.
遠峰司はおしっこちゃんだってそういう具合にですか?
Oh no, you've got the wrong idea. I responded with a bit of an awkward smile. I'll scream out that I love you. That's right, a different kind of public embarrassment. Different kind of public humiliation. I'll fucking get you flagged as a one half of a stupid couple out in town if you keep doing this shit. I'll have you labeled as a fucking normie. Sorry, that phrasing does invite a few misunderstandings. I love you as a friend. Don't. You're such a Chad! Why did you have to backpedal? What I'm trying to say is basically this. No matter what you do to me, be on me, or whatever else, I'll never ever hate you. Also, given that you told the townspeople that you loved me, this would be payback in a sense. I'm happy that you love me so much, but at the same time, it is fairly embarrassing.
ごめんなさい。私そんなつもりでは。またお兄さんに迷惑を。
Alright, off I go! Alright! Public humiliation it is! Then not one word out of your mouth about causing me trouble ever again. Alright? Are we clear?
わかりました。
Okay, thanks. Makes me feel better. Tsukasa, from now on, I want you to rely on me more. Don't need to feel shy or guilty about coming to me for help.
お兄さんを頼る。それも気軽に。
Right. You said you wanted to make me happy, didn't you?
はい。私、お兄さんが笑った顔を見たいのです。お兄さんにありがとうってそう言ってもらいたいのです。だから私はそのために何でもしたいってそう思って。
Right, feel the exact same way. I'd do anything for you to tell me thank you. And having you rely on me, Tsukasa, would make me happier than anything. I think she overheated. She hides her face beneath her covers. She rolls back and forth restlessly. What is she doing? Guess I should leave her be for today. Well, that's all I have to say. Don't worry about what happened today anymore, alright? A muffled voice seeps out from beneath the
お
covers.
兄さんは私がおしっこちゃんでも嫌わないでいてくれるのですね。
Right. But one thing, Tsukasa? Don't use the word peas so much. It's unladylike, alright?
はい。お兄さん。
Yeah?
今日はその
What was that?
じゃなくって今日はありがとうございました。
No problem.
それと一つだけお兄さんにお願いをしてみてもいいでしょうか。
Sure, what is it?
はい。もう今日で商店街のお仕事は終わりましたけど、それでもまた何かあったらお兄さんに私のこと迎えに来てもらいたいのです。
Sure thing. I nod. No matter where you are, I'll come and wait for you, I promise. No! Wrong person to ask!
お兄さんのお役に立てるでしょうか。
Wrong person to ask! Wrong person to ask! Fucking evacuate. Bye-bye. See ya. Ciao, ciao. Arrivederci.